Do you like parties? Because you've been invited to one. Of course, you'll be killing all the other guests. Are you ready to attend? Splendid. You need to go to the city of Skingrad, to the large house known as Summit Mist Manor. There, you will meet up with 5 very unlucky guests. In order to receive your bonus, you must kill each guest secretly, one by one. If anyone sees you committing murder, the bonus is forfeit. The guests believe there is a chest of gold hidden in the house, and have agreed to be locked inside until one of them finds it. In fact, the guests believe the key to the manor is inside the chest, and only by satisfying their greed will they be allowed to leave. Poor fools. There is, of course, no chest of gold. The guests will find no key. After you arrive, the doors will be locked behind you, as everyone expects. When all the guests lie dead, you will be free to leave. Now go. See the doorman at Summit Mist Manor. He will explain the rest. Have fun. Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold, loving embrace.
So the last guest finally arrives. I'll tell you what I told all the others. You go in, I lock the door. You don't come out until it's over. Now I'll tell you what I didn't tell everyone else. We have the same mother, you and I. And she wants you to have this. It's the key to the house. I guess someone else has already told you the other details. Kill all the guests, then leave, right? Well, you better get in there. Time to mingle. Go, socialize. Talk to those fine people, and then plunge your knife into their throats when they ain't looking.
The 6th guest has finally arrived. Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting? It seems like an age. Whoever invited us here must at least know us, don't you think? In any event, we're all stuck here together, so we might as well get acquainted. The rest of us have already traded introductions. I'm Matilda Petite. The others are Nels the Naughty, Neville, Dovisi Dran, and Primo Antonius. Now, who might you be? Please, tell us a little bit about yourself. Oh, you're a funny one. Good. I'm glad one of us has a sense of humor about all of this. It will make our time here that much more enjoyable. I have a good idea where that chest might be.
I can't quite decide.
Hello, dear. Listen, I've been thinking, why don't we form a kind of alliance? If either one of us finds the chest of gold, we split it, 50-50. With the 2 of us working together, we're sure to find the chest before anyone else. What do you say? Do you want to team up? Oh, wonderful. This is going to be such fun. So, any ideas where we should begin searching first? Oh, good idea. Maybe the chest is hidden under the floorboards. All right, I'll head down there and start looking. Personally, I think she's a little floozy. She's been eyeing young Primo Antonius. Probably smells his wealth. That's right. It's a Breton name. I'll have you know the Petites are one of High Rock's oldest and most respected noble families. Oh, that man disgusts me. I find his entire manner offensive. Why, just before you got here, he told the most off-color joke about an Argonian maid. Well, if I can be perfectly honest with you, I find Neville quite attractive. Red guards are so exotic, don't you think? It's obvious that young Primo comes from wealth. A chest full of gold would be mere spending change for him.
Where I
I
should
have a
look.
good idea
I
where
don't
that
want
chest
to
might
sow
be.
Nord.
That
Hello
gold
there.
is
Gold.
Hello, I'm Devisi. I'm very pleased to meet you. Now that you're here, we can really start looking for that chest of gold. What I mean to say is, before you arrived, we all just sort of glanced around a bit. Now that we're all officially here, we can look in earnest. Not much to tell about me, really. I'm from Morrowind originally, but my family moved to Valenwood a few years ago. Honestly, I don't think she likes me. It's because I'm a Dunmer. I heard her say something to Neville, and it wasn't very nice. Every now and then he looks over at me and smiles. I think he's sweet on me. If Nels finds the gold, maybe he'll want some company. I know he's a retired soldier, but not just a soldier. He was an officer in the Imperial Legion. I hate the Legion and everything it stands for. When those soldiers came to Morrowind, they persecuted my people and stole our lands. Neville may not be in the Legion anymore, but who knows what atrocities he committed. It's pretty obvious that Primo comes from a wealthy family. He would never be interested in a girl like me, I'm afraid. He did? Oh my goodness, what should I do? Should I talk to him? Or maybe play hard to get? Or should I, you know, or would that be too forward? Oh, you think so? I mean, it is rather forward, but I like it. All right then, I'll wait for him in his room upstairs. Oh, thank you, thank you.
What is mine?
What will you spend it on?
So, you finally showed up. It's about time. People of my station are not accustomed to waiting. She's quite beautiful, isn't she? A little young, perhaps, and not exactly high-born, but she possesses a unique elegance. She's quite beautiful. All right,
Yes.
then. Okay. So, are you ready? Can I be honest with you, my friend? I find Devisi captivating. She possesses a beauty beyond compare. Maybe you could do me a favor. If you speak with her, put in a good word for me, would you? I would be forever in your debt. Apparently, the poor old woman thinks she is from a well-to-do family. Truth is, I have servants with more nobility in their blood than her. Nels is a drunk. He doesn't even try to hide the fact. But what else is he? When the liquor has dried, what remains of the man? I think Nels drinks to forget. Maybe about some tragedy in his life. He plays the buffoon, but I sense a deep sadness in him. I know he's a retired Imperial Legion officer. Apparently, he's been in campaigns all across the Empire, from Skyrim to Morrowind. I also get the sense that he's very eager to find the gold. I can't imagine his life of servitude to the Empire left him with much to retire on. It's a regal name from a rather regal family. Indeed, my father owns more property than the East Empire Company.
I'm
Maybe
going to
we'll
open
speak
a
in
tavern.
English.
I guess I'd better
Not that
start
I'd
looking.
welcome your patronage.
Gold's not going to find
no
itself.
pigs allowed in...
A tavern? Oh, I should have known. Leave it to a barbarian to spend an entire chest full of gold on beer and mead. How pathetic. Ah, yes, the sixth guest. I'm Neville. It's nice to make your acquaintance. Devisi is a dark elf. They call themselves Dunmer. When I was young, I spent some time stationed on Fort Moonmoth, on their homeland of Morrowind. I have great respect for the Dunmer people. They are strong and noble and generally understand the importance of law and discipline. Unfortunately, Devisi doesn't seem to like me very much, but I don't blame her. The young ones tend to have problems with authority figures. If I may be honest, I feel a bit sorry for the old woman. She comes from a noble family, I'm sure, but seems a lot less well off than she should be. Know what I think? I think that barbarian will do anything to get his hands on the chest of gold. Is kinda greedy and vicious, all of them. Trust me, I know. I was stationed at Fort Frostmoth for a few years on the Isle of Solstein. Those Nords are a bunch of animal-worshipping savages. They're all the same, full of meat and something to prove. We lost a lot of good men up there. A lot of good men. I'm a Red Guard, though I've never actually been to Hammerfell. I was born here in Cyrodiil. My family has been in the Legion for 3 generations. I'll confess that I have no idea why Primo is here. The kid's got more wealth than the rest of us combined. He sure doesn't need a chest of gold. Maybe he's incredibly greedy, but I don't think so. My guess is that Primo is so bored he simply has nothing better to do.
I can't quite
yes, maybe
decide
we'll
where
speak
I
again
should
later.
look. I don't want to break anything, but the chest of gold could be hidden anywhere. Well, hello there. Nels is my name. Some call me naughty, but don't you believe it. Not bad. Not. Let me confide something in you, my friend. Dovisi is the spitting image of my own daughter. Her skin is darker, of course, but that sweet face. My daughter was killed, you see, a few years back by bandits. I'm sorry. Please forgive a father's heavy heart. You should have seen the old biddy trying to talk to young Primo Antonius. She may be a noble, but he looked down on her like a scullery maid. Ah, don't let the name fool you. I had a bit too much mead a few years back, and there was this tavern wench. Anyway, just call me Nels. I will confide something in you, my friend. I despise Neville and all his Imperial Legion ilk. They are useless, uncaring tools of corruption. 3 years ago, my village in Skyrim was attacked by bandits. We went to the nearby Imperial Legion outpost, but they refused to help us. My dear, sweet daughter Olga was killed that day. She was murdered, and the Legion would do nothing to help her. Neville and his kind are scum. Primo is young and rich. I can sense a good, decent person in there somewhere. He just has to get his priorities straight. Oh, yes. Maybe we'll speak again later.
I can't quite decide where I should look. I don't want to break anything, but the chest of gold could be hidden anywhere. Oh!
Is that why someone invited us here? To kill us? This is horrible. I'm beginning to get a bad feeling about all of this. I'd leave right now if I could. The money means nothing to me. I just thought it would be fun. I can tell the murder is weighing heavily on her heart. She seems such a paradox to me. So gentle and beautiful, yet so strong. Between you and me, I think Matilda found the gold, and one of the others killed her for it. Maybe that means the rest of us are safe. If that's the case, then the killer got what he was after, and the rest of us needn't worry about our own safety. Before the body turned up, I got the sense that Nels was a bit of a drunkard, but he seems truly unnerved now, and is drinking rather excessively. Neville seems different now that someone has been killed. More alert, more aware. Something tells me he's not going to take all of this lying down. He's a trained soldier, after all. I bet if anyone can figure out what's going on here, it will be him. You'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group. It's just not safe to go wandering off alone with a killer on the loose.
Have you heard, my friend? One of our fellow guests has been murdered. This bodes ill for our stay and our search for the gold. Let me tell you something. If anyone thinks they're going to hurt that poor dark elf girl, they're going to have to get through me first. Some bloodthirsty monster killed that woman in cold blood. It's obvious to me one of the other guests killed her to eliminate the competition. Assuming that's true, who's next? You? Me? We need to keep our eyes open, friend, and we'd do well not to trust the others. I really have to wonder where Neville was when someone was getting slaughtered just a few rooms away. Maybe he was busy looking for the chest of gold, or maybe he was right next to the victim with his hand on the hilt of a dagger. Think about it. Whoever the killer is will have to be strong and quick. Now, I'm not saying Primo is our murderer, but you have to admit it's at least possible. You'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group. It's just not safe to go wandering off alone with a killer on the loose.
A guest has been murdered. So it begins. You mark my words, this entire party is a trap. Someone wants us all dead, and now they have their chance. Right now, my main concern is figuring out who the killer is. She may be young, but Divisi is a suspect just like everyone else. I've seen enough in my time to know that anyone is capable of murder if they have the right motivation. Mathilde's murder saddens me, friend. But not for the reason you may think. 10 years ago, when I was in my prime, this never would have happened. But now I'm old, and my instincts have failed. I let that woman down. Nords are raised to be cold-blooded killers. Don't take your eyes off Nels if you value your life. I'll bet anything he's our murderer. To be honest, my instincts tell me the kid isn't the killer. Sure, he's a bit obnoxious, but that doesn't make him capable of murder. You'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group. It's just not safe to go wandering off alone with a killer on the loose.
Why would someone do this? The taking of a life is against every principle I hold dear. It's something I just can't understand. Yes, this whole thing has taken quite a bit out of me. I think I'll go to my room for a bit and get some sleep. Thanks for the talk.
We're being stalked like animals in the forest. I'm still not sure if the killer is one of the other guests or is hiding somewhere in the house. One thing I do know is that the killer won't just stop with two. They never do. You and I, we need to watch each other's backs. I've got my old Legion armor and sword in a chest upstairs. It's time I geared up and showed this coward just who he's dealing with. I was in the Legion for a great many years, my friend. I saw a lot of horrible things, including the murders of children. It made no sense then, it makes no sense now. But don't you worry. I vowed to bring Divisi's killer to justice. That mead-swilling barbarian killed those two people. I'm sure of it. I don't have the proof just yet, but I'm watching him. Don't you worry, my friend. Nels won't get away with this, not on my watch. Primo may be young, but he looks strong, and I'm sure he could handle himself in a fight. I think I'm going to enlist his help. I'll talk to Primo. Give him a bit of encouragement. If he and I are vigilant, we may prevent the killer from claiming another victim. Stay safe.
It's not safe to be alone. I certainly don't want to be the third victim. Dear friend, have you heard? 2 of the guests now lie dead. If I find out who did it, I may have to take matters into my own hands. Who among us is vile enough to take the life of such a beautiful, precious creature? If I find out who did this, they will pay with their life. To be honest, I'm not sure if I trust him. He's a hard drinker, but there's something more. Something in his eyes, hard and calculating. Well, Neville is a trained soldier. He was in the Imperial Legion for 20 years, or so I've heard. He certainly knows how to kill. Still, I don't think he's the murderer. No, quite the contrary. I think he takes the murders personally. Feels he should have protected the victims. Stay safe, if that's even possible.
I haven't seen death like this in a long, long time. It's a bit more than my nerves can handle, I'm afraid. I plan to gather up every drop of drink in this house and keep it to myself. If things get any worse around here, I find comfort there, you see. No. When I looked into Devisi's face, it was like peering at my own daughter. I feel like I've lost her all over again. With 2 of us now dead, it seems like the others are looking for Neville for protection. The fools. He'll kill them like he did the others. That's right. I think Neville is the murderer. I can't prove it yet, but he'll slip up, just you wait. Whatever you do, don't turn your back on him. Let me ask you something, friend. Why is Primo even here? The rest of us need the money, but his family is wealthy beyond measure. Maybe he was bored, or maybe he just wanted to do some slumming. Or maybe he's a trained assassin hired to kill us all, one by one. Sound crazy? Well, these are crazy times, my friend. Stay safe, if that's even possible. This house is a death trap. We're being killed off, one by one.
Dear friend, 3 of the guests have been killed. You and I, we must stay close. Band together for mutual protection. I was right about him. He's been doing it. He's the killer. My friend, you and I have to end this. We must kill Nels before he kills us.
My friend, please stay safe. 3 of us have been murdered. Besides you and me, there's only one guest left, if you know what I'm saying. I've seen death like this before. Many years ago, my daughter was murdered by bandits who came to our village. I'm sorry. I need a drink. You want to know how I really feel about Neville's death? I'm afraid. I may hate the Imperial Legion, but its members are trained warriors. Neville was probably the most capable fighter among us, yet he was cut down silently, just a few rooms away. I fear one of us is not who they appear. This isn't the work of some greedy houseguest. There's an assassin among us. You mark my words. We must watch ourselves at every step. Besides you and me, he's the only one left. Bayismir, That boy will pay for what he's done. Come, we must kill Primo before he kills us.
It's finally over. The killer is dead. We just need to get out of here.
So good to see you. Is there anything you need?
Well done. Not only did you kill the 5 guests, you acted as an agent of terror and grief. You have earned your reward and bonus, assassin. I lay upon you now the Night Mother's blessing. May she walk with you always and guide your hand as you act in accordance with the 5 tenets.